The following BLTV program is brought to you by O'Flaherty Law. Please enjoy.
Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and today we're going to talk about how to change custody and parenting time in Illinois. We'll talk about when you can request a change in parenting time, we'll talk about how to request a change of parenting time, and then we'll talk about what happens in a change of custody proceeding. The terms custody and parenting time we're going to use interchangeably. Custody was the term that was used by courts prior to 2016, and a lot of people still talk in terms of custody, but courts now use the term parenting time. So first, let's talk about when you can request a change in parenting time in Illinois. Courts disfavor modifying parenting orders, especially if a short time has passed since the previous parenting order, because they want to create stability for the child. They don't want the parents fighting about custody every couple months and putting the child's life on a roller coaster. So the standard for whether courts will allow a parenting time change depends on whether more than 2 years have passed since the last order was entered in the case. If more than 2 years have passed since the last parenting order was entered, it's easier to change parenting time or the last parenting order. If less than 2 years have passed, it's a lot harder. So we'll talk about each of the different standards for more than 2 years and less than 2 years. First, more than 2 years. If more than 2 years have passed since the last parenting order was entered, the party seeking to modify the parenting order has to show two things. First, they have to show that a substantial change in circumstances has occurred for the child or for either parent. Then, if they can show that, they have to show that a modification of the parenting order is in the best interest of the child. And courts will look at all the facts involved to determine what's in the child's best interest. Courts will not even consider the child's best interest unless the party seeking to change the parenting order can show a substantial change in circumstances, because they don't want to relitigate the same issues that they litigated when the first parenting order was entered. If less than 2 years have passed since the last parenting order, it's a lot harder to change the parenting order because courts want to, again, provide stability. They want to at least let 2 years pass with the existing parenting order before it's changed. So if less than 2 years have passed, the person seeking to change the parenting order has to show that the current parenting situation may seriously endanger the child's physical, mental, emotional, or moral health. And that's a pretty high bar to clear. It's got to be basically an emergency situation in order to change the parenting order if it's been less than 2 years. So now that we know what the grounds for a change is and when you can request a change, let's talk about how to request a change of custody in Illinois. You do this by filing a motion to modify parenting time that lays out the basis, one of the grounds that you're showing, either a substantial change of circumstances in child's best interest or the emergency situation if it's been less than 2 years. This will be laid out in your motion to modify parenting time, and you file this in the county in which the last parenting order was entered, typically. Along with the motion, you'll file a notice of motion that sets forth when the hearing date will be and where the hearing date will be. And you'll also file an affidavit in which you'll testify to all of the facts that form the basis of your motion to modify the parenting time. You'll then serve the notice of motion along with the motion and the affidavit properly upon the other party. So now what happens in a change of custody proceeding? The first step, once the motion to modify custody has been filed, is generally mediation. The parties will meet with a neutral third-party mediator who will help them try to resolve any disputes over parenting time without going to trial. If mediation fails, generally a guardian ad litem will be appointed. A guardian ad litem is a family law attorney that is hired by the court to investigate the child's situation and report back to the court as to the best interests of the child. Also, usually there will be psychological evaluations of the child and both parents to determine what will be in the child's best interest as far as parenting time is concerned. The parties will be allowed generally to engage in written and oral discovery. Written discovery allows the parties to send written questions and requests for documents to the other side in order to get the information that the other side has. Oral discovery is depositions. So this doesn't always need to happen, but the parties often have the option to do this. Finally, right before trial, there will be generally a pretrial settlement conference, at which point the judge will meet with each side and try to help the parties resolve and settle the issue without a trial one last time. If that fails, the case will go to trial, and each party will have the opportunity to present evidence and witnesses and cross-examine each other's witnesses in order to show that the parenting time should or should not be changed. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments section below this post at learn-about-law.com or below the video on our YouTube station. If you found this helpful, please give us a call at 630-324-6666. That's 630-324-6666. We offer free consultations in many areas of law, and we have offices all over the place for your convenience. Thank you so much for watching and listening.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Click the subscribe button for new videos every week, and download and review us on iTunes. Visit learn-about-law.com for other legal-related articles and videos. Visit our business podcast and video blog, seizeyourbusiness.com, and visit Making Real Estate Fun for real estate videos and podcasts. Call us at 630-324-6666 for a free consultation.